On Sunday, March 24th, the sun is going to move into the gate 17 and the earth is going to move into the gate 18. Now we have a big energy change here moving from the G center, which is where we were in the previous transit. And now we're in the logic circuit. So both of these two gates that are being highlighted are in the logic circuit. So the gate 17 is on the Ajna center, and as I just said, it's in the logic circuit. And this gate is known as opinions in traditional human design, opinions and anticipation in quantum human design. So we get this little theme here with logic, right? Especially the traditional human design names, opinions, right? We had doubt earlier in the month where we were looking at, doubt. So opinions can kind of be held that way, right? And then it's been renamed as anticipation in quantum human design. And this is really great because positive anticipation is a potent force, and we want to be able to be receiving and bringing in the positive ideas that can come to us through that logic circuit. But if we're stuck in our opinions, then we might not be able to be receiving them in the same way, or we might color them in a certain way. Now, don't get me wrong. I have plenty of opinions. If you've been following me for any length of time at all, you know that I have plenty of opinions. And it's not that opinions are necessarily bad. It's more about when we express them, how we express them. If we express them with judgment or to try to control or manipulate situations, which is really the shadow aspect of the 17, right? It's like, my opinion is right, and I'm going to stay here in this conversation until either you agree with me or you shut up. Not so good, right? So you want to be able to shift that if you've ever had that. A lot of us are actually trained to communicate that way, but it's not really very good for relationships. So instead, if we can have a positive anticipation about something, and because that can, again, be more open, we're kind of exploring and seeing what's possible. What's coming in? What can I learn? What can I receive? What can I understand? And to have an expansive approach to that, that's going to really help us a lot, as opposed to kind of the more contracted, these are my opinions. So the Earth is moving into the gate 18, which is in the logic circuit, as I mentioned before, and it is known as correction in traditional human design or realignment in quantum human design. So let's remember that the logic circuit has been renamed the pattern circuit in quantum human design. So this energy is about wanting to make sure that the patterns are correct or to bring things back into alignment, so realignment. This is great, for example, for accounting, for editing, for anything that has to do with being able to see where there's any errors, where things don't add up, or like with editing, if the grammar is wrong, or if there's a typo, or there's a word left out, or there's an extra word. That kind of thing. So it's a great energy for that. It's also good for organizing and making sure things are in its place. And so that's really what we want to be able to use this energy for. It can have an edge to it. The 18 can have a bit of an edge because it can come across as being judgmental. If you think of it as correction, right? People like to be correct, but nobody likes to be corrected. So while the Earth is lighting this up, we want to be able to use it. And, it's before taxes are due, so you can use it for your bookkeeping and your accounting if you want. It can be great for that. But you want to watch out if there's this energy that, especially if that energy gets pointed at other people. I have a really good friend who has this in her chart, and I love seeing the way it works in her life. There's many wonderful ways that works in her life. But every once in a while, she'll say something, and I'll be a little bit like, ouch. And she'll be like, oh, correction? I'm like, yeah. So there can just be this edge that comes across as being better than. That's what it comes across as being better than. I know what the correct answer is, and I'm going to make sure that you know what is correct. So you want to watch out for that because nobody likes to be corrected, right? So here we have the logic circuit. It's lit up. We want our patterns to be in order. We want to bring things into alignment. We want to have positive anticipation about how that's going to feel and what we're going to experience as we do that. You just are going to want to notice that there is a big energy shift from the previous transit, which is where we were all about love, right? And now we're all about logic. And if you can, bring some of that love that you had, right? Love of spirit, love of the body. Bring some of that love in here to infuse this transit, which is going to be a bit more, it's going to feel more analytical. It's going to feel a little more, logical and strategic and all of that. And there's a place for that. I mean, it's not that that isn't valuable. It's just we want to make sure that it doesn't come across as like I said, trying to correct other people, correct other people with your opinions because you clearly have the right opinion, right? Want to watch out for that. And if you notice that other people are doing that during this transit, just cut them some slack because this is getting lit up in their chart and they may or may not even realize that it's happening. And then you can use that as an example of something that you don't want to do.